All right, so good evening and welcome to our Tunelark live event. We're delighted to have you here with us. And this evening, we're going to get acquainted with one of our multi instrumentalists, Cooper White. Before that, I want to remind you that as these holidays appear, a really great gift is a gift of music lessons. So if there's someone on your list that's been hankering for some lessons, or you yourself might want some, remember that Tunelark has some really great gift cards for the holidays for you to give the gift of music. Before we actually start asking Cooper some questions, I'm going to actually begin with one of his videos, which will give you a very nice introduction to who he is. One moment.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, hold on here. Bring us back. Stop the share. So I also, hold on, I want to pin the spotlight on you. Here we go. Why am I not finding that? Oh boy. Well, let's do this. All right, that's better. All right,
Nice.
so tell us how and when you realized that music was what you wanted to do with your life.
Okay, well, I guess the first when I was about 10, I listened to the Beatles, and that was a huge inspiration. I was like, I want to do that. Whatever that is, that's what I want to do. But it wasn't until later, I was about 15, I was like, I was when I was like this, like I want to make this my career. Like this is what I really, really want to do. Also, by that time, I've been listening to a lot of different kinds of music, jazz and different things like that. And that was the moment where I was like, yeah, I'm all in. So yeah.
Great.
So
Tell me a little about what instrument you started on and how you ended up being such a multi-instrumentalist.
okay, yeah. So yeah, I originally wanted to play guitar, and I went to the school band, and they said there's no guitar in the school band, so you have to play something else. So I went home. We had a saxophone in the closet, and so I started playing saxophone. But the thing is, I was always interested in guitar. So I was Jimi Hendrix was a huge influence on me actually, as well as saxophone players. But I would spend a lot of time just trying to figure out how I how I could sound like Jimi Hendrix on the saxophone. And then later on, I had a friend of mine in high school, and we had this kind of competition all through high school and junior high, who could be better, who could be the better musician, right? And who could do, he could do more. So like he would learn an instrument, and then I would learn an instrument because I could be better than him. And then he'd say me, and then vice versa. So he'd learn another instrument, and blah blah blah. We'd go back and forth. So that was kind of school. So we would switch to different saxophones, flute, clarinet, bass, keyboard, etc. Singing. It became a competition. Yeah, and then later on when I started like gigging, that was pretty cool because like I could do all that. So yeah, that's where it came from basically. So
That's so fun. And is he
yeah,
still in music too?
yeah, yeah. He's more in the production side, but he still plays sax and a lot of other things. So yeah,
And
so
just for fun, why don't you list the instruments that you play?
okay. So sax is my first instrument. Also flute, clarinet, harmonica, bass, keyboard, and singing, rapping, etc. Sometimes. Yeah. So that's like six, I think.
Share,
Yeah.
share a little bit about your harmonica work and how you learned how to play the harmonica.
So yeah, I started playing harmonica at stoplights actually. It was yeah, I was the teenage terror of the roads because I was way more interested in music than I was in driving. So actually, yeah, to give you a picture. So I got we had a minivan. They gave me the minivan to drive as an automatic. So I got one foot out the window. I got at the stoplights. I got one foot out the window, and I'm listening on the to whatever whatever music is going on at the same time with the harmonica on the dashboard. That was like every red light basically. Yeah, not the maybe not the safest way to learn how to play harmonica, but yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So, what
So
are a few points of inspiration along your road as a musician that bring you to where you are today?
Mm, well, a big inspiration was me for me was the Hampton Jazz Festival. Because I went to high school in Idaho actually, even though I was born in Alaska. And it was a lot of musicians from New York and everywhere that would come. It was because I mean it's not really a high population center, Idaho, but we would bring all these musicians, and it was huge because I get to see all of them. Um, that and then listening to records also. Like there was like a incredible experience for me. Every new record is like a deal. It's like you have to listen to the whole thing in one sitting, and and I had a record player too and a CD player because I could get records for like 50 cents. So yeah. Anyways, um,
What about the cruise ship work that you did? I think that was also a big piece of your journey. Talk a
yeah.
little bit about that.
So I did cruise ships for about 10 years. And I did most of the major cruise lines. So Carnival, Holland America, Princess, Celebrity, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, yachts a little bit. Did first that I was in the house band. And then I had my own band for a while, a trio from Argentina, from Buenos Aires. And then after that, I did a couple big like theater shows. One was a rock musical from Los Angeles, where the sax player was actually an actor. I had a mohawk and I had blue hair and everything. It was part of the job. It was a job requirement, actually. I didn't even have a choice. And then I did that, and then I did Broadway. It was a Broadway license show after midnight, which is like Harlem Renaissance, completely different. Um, but yeah, and then I got to travel all over the world. Went to about 70 countries, all seven continents. So,
That's amazing. That had to be a
yeah,
huge, huge musical influence.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I learned a ton also. Um,
Yeah. Well, you've
so
been teaching with Tunelark for quite a while now, and
yeah.
I'd love to ask you, what are some things you like about working with Tunelark?
Well, the really one of the really nice things about Tunelark are the musical, I guess call it musical games, the little interactive sections. I think that's really good, especially online, to have this kind of. I mean, that's one of the benefits. I think is that you have this kind of interactive computer-based learning that is really amazing. The other thing I really like is about I like doing things online. I like the feasibility of it, also the international level of about. You're talking to people from all over the world all the time. And yeah, I'm a big fan. So
That's great. Tell
yeah.
us a little bit about what it was like growing up in the bush in Alaska, and then there you are again after traveling to 70 different countries. So tell us a little bit about that first.
Yeah. So I was born in very remote parts of Alaska, in native villages actually. And actually, I th- when I was a little kid, my family did not actually have electricity because we were living in a log cabin, so with a dog team. Like I'm not making any of this up. Yeah, I actually had picture. Yeah, I had pictures of the dog team and everything like that. It was very very remote beginnings. Actually, Sesame Street was one of my connections to the outside world because my grandma would mail uh, VHS tapes from California. So this is after we got electricity, to our black and white little TV, so I could watch, recordings of Sesame Street on a black and white TV. So I knew about Sesame Street. and that was about it. That was about the entire connection. I mean, like, it was much more common to have grizzly bears cancel recess. That actually happened. um, so yeah, than to actually be in contact with the rest of the world. Yeah, and and I thought the whole world was like that, to be perfectly honest. And then I went around the whole world and I found out that it wasn't. But yeah, I mean, it, I guess Alaska is an interesting place though, because you get a lot of interesting people that are, have done things and then they ended up here. Um, yeah, again, or I like one of the directors of the entertainment in where my mom is. Yeah, he was on Broadway. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Kind of the mix you get,
Mhm.
and yeah. So I don't know, coming back, I still really like it a lot. So yeah, but maybe not. Maybe I like having electricity, and I definitely like having internet. So those are the only, like, yeah, I gotta have those. But
Gotta have those. Oh, that's really
yeah,
good. Uh,
yeah.
to polish off the interview part, tell our viewers a little bit about last night's gig.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. So I'm in Anchorage, Alaska, which is uh the largest, like, city kind of thing. But I'm on the outskirts. I'm in the forest. So we got about 3 feet of snow last night, but I had a gig in a very fancy hotel downtown. So basically, I love the contrast that I had to dig myself out of the driveway and and to get out to go play, in the forest, to go play this, very, very nice, fancy event. It's just like the contrast is kind of hilarious to me.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
fun.
yeah,
Well, I would love to move to another of your videos that also demonstrates your incredible prowess on lots of different instruments. And then maybe you could play a little bit for us at the end. How does that sound?
sure,
Let's do
sounds
it.
great.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold
That's
on.
hilarious.
It is just great to see. Hold on, I want to make sure. Oops. Okay, I think that's good. Want to make sure that was the end of that.
Cool.
Good. Yeah,
Th-
so you want to play a little bit for us right now?
Sure, 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 sure.
Play us out. I know you've got a lesson to teach and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
take it
So
away.
maybe we'll do a little improvisation on Cold Duck Time, which is kind of a soul jazz. We'll do this. So mm, 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 mm. Yeah, like that.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time today to spend some time and let us get to know a little bit about you and feature you as one of our fabulous instructors here at Tunelark.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.